going on? It's your boy Reacts, and today we are jumping into Akala Fire in the Boot Part 3. I said I was going to make my way through every single one of these, so therefore I will do so. This one is only 9 minutes long, 9.5 minutes long, so I guess we'll just see what the story is here. Alright, let's jump right in.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
You know what time it is when you hear this, right?
Let's get ready to rumble. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Akala, Fire in the Booth, Part 3. Listen, Fuse Banquet, new album out 27th of May. Turn the beat up in my headphones just a touch.
My little volume a little bit.
Whoever's more human must have the right to do the abusing. I imagine that means you then, or a human just as clueless, foolish fools. Thought of a tortured soul, bought for a quarter of gold. One little sign.
Ball for a quarter of gold. Ooh. Damn, straight in.
Whoever's more human must have the right to do the abusing.
Yeah.
I imagine that means you then, or a human just as clueless, foolish fools. Thought of a tortured soul, bought for a quarter of gold. One little sign and slaughter it whole. Why not? They don't have souls. They love their children less than we do, so they are less than equal. They abuse women, so we kill them, cause they are bloody villains. That's right, we are the feminists. For the women of the world, kill terrorists. Liberate them from their birth, cause they feel more free with their children murdered. I know.
Not necessarily. A lot of the time it doesn't have to do. It's... I think that's easily misconstrued. I think there's a lot of people in the Middle East that that's a part of their traditional culture, and I don't think it's right to kill them based on their culture. If that's what he's saying, I'm thinking he's probably going to switch this around and go in a different direction, kind of say, well, that's not the way it should be, and think along the lines that I'm on, but maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Cool, they abuse women, so we kill them, cause they are bloody villains. That's right, we are the feminists. For the women of the world, kill terrorists. Liberate them from their birth, cause they feel more free with their children murdered. I know that it sounds absurd, but let me explain it a little bit further. We're so superior, our missiles whistle until they tickle little itty bitty grandchildren and make them giggle. But their laughter sounds like screaming. I told you that they were demons. They pretend to be dead to make us feel sad, put bullets in the head to make us look bad. But we're never anything other than glad. With nose that look funny and up in their body bag. If a hair's harmed on Sally or Brad, even a dog cry like mad. Dog is a man's best friend, not a girl. Women are abused all over the world and children are raped in every place, every religion or creed or race. Even fathers with daughters, uncles, nieces, sweep it under the carpet. Rape is a weapon used by power.
Yes, they do. They do. That's the truth. It's the truth. It doesn't matter where you're from. Shit gets swept under the rug on a constant daily basis.
And we don't want to look like Bob.
The hypocrisy is seen evident.
Soul manufacture, hero complex, a reaction to nothing more complex than organised mass rape of the state. Don't wanna hear about mass graves cause I hate to relate to a shade that's darker than you. One that prays under a different roof, has less dollars or pounds, crowns or gowns or grounds, fill them up with rounds if to mess with the way that things are constructed. Obstructing lines of production, you can buy anything, liposuction, seduction. Just buy from us men, buy lies, can't buy truth. No one's selling it, there is no use, there is no customer base for the product. We'd rather buy some celebrity trollop, cause our life is about getting one up, and everybody else that we pass on to come up. We don't care what the force bring the sun up, but light in the sun every day getting bun up. Light to the point that it's part of the
light to the sun every day we get bun up. Oh my god.
We pass on the come up. We don't care what the force bring the sun up, but light in the sun every day getting bun up. Light to the point that it's part of the culture. Tell the truth, it's only the result of a double lie cancelling itself. Their pride cancelling itself. Cause virus is normality. Living in a world that is built on vanity. More salaries, more calories, more thieving.
Truth.
More charities, picture them all on a horse with a chariot, speaking some kind of African Arabic, teaching mathematics to a Spaniard when maths and got to Britannia. Can you picture?
There. Okay. I was about to say earlier he spoke about being smarter when actually the first university in the world was made in I believe Libya. I believe Libya was the first, and it was made by a woman. The first mathematics were first jotted down inside university. The first sciences, the first pseudosciences, because we had no way to prove the sciences by then. Science could only be proven, 500 years back. But yeah, education first came from the Middle East. Think about it.
some kind of African Arabic, teaching mathematics to a Spaniard. When maths and got to Britannia, can you picture? Rhyme scripture, this designed for the mind to be richer. Are you blind, can't you find the rim prat? Cause your time and alignment is on crack. It's hard to beat as far off the rhythm as you are. It's like hard to have so little charisma. I swear that you try to be shit, to make me look even better than everybody knows that I am already. I'm a pedigree that can't be touched like leprosy. I'm a rapper like the Beatles, begging me to let it be, and I don't need no referee. I play the game on my own, it's my own sport. And you can't take a king to his own court. You can't take a king to his own court. You ain't the phone tour. You're the type to rap for 5 minutes and complain that your throat's sore. Well, I'm so sure that my stone jaw is the coldest on roll since '04. Why these silly little boys said it's so raw. Make a bigger bit of noise, but we know you ain't up to the game, you ain't match fit. You ain't even got the brain for the tactics. You ain't even on the bench, you're a ball boy. One little send out you, so just sit down. I am the big Mac man with a quiz on. Super cat, they pun sting with a scissor on. Who are these silly little wallies? Think that you're up with enough for the guts to be on it. They're the version of me that I didn't want to be. I'm the coldest on roll since Admiral Zheng He. I'm firing the boot.
Admiral Zheng He, oh. That's an ancient Chinese war general. Ooh, I think if they were... Let me make sure.
For the guts to be on it, they're the version of me that I didn't want to be. I'm the coldest on roll since Admiral Zheng He. I'm firing the booth.
Yeah, Zheng He. I think Zheng He is the shoguns. The shogunate. I think. I could be wrong, but I think it's the shogunate in. That's crazy. That was amazing.
If you're a wet rag, you ain't the real thing like a stepdad. I'm the best, so rest where the rest have. Don't big up your chest, let your breast sag. I'm the best dad, look, I don't even beat my sons, I let them shine. Even when they got no talent to rhyme, insist on doing it all of the time. All of my fines reinforced with a kind of carbon, not hard on the thoughts in my mind. Of course you will find, I taught you a line, I'm born with bars. No one ever taught me to rhyme, the portion is mine. Don't touch it, furthermore don't...
No one ever taught me to rhyme. It's a natural progression of life. I get that 100%, my brother. Natural progression of life. We speak. How do we speak first? As kids, we rhyme. It's about getting back to being a kid, my dude. If I'm looking over this way, it's because my microphone is over here.
Don't even discuss it, I know that you heard. Britain's biggest export is weapons of death. That ain't a fear, but you're a guest. Take another breath and your country's next. Unless you remind them whenever you're rhyming, you're a beast on the mic with impeccable timing. They will think they're in the league that I'm in, but that is most absurd. Turn the stands to a cancer with banter for those between the gangster and the panther. I know that you've seen these man with the tantrums like kids when I'm off on a tandem, cause they don't know what a tandem means. So rather than use a dictionary, they talk and badmouth me when I'm only trying to elevate your mind, G. But I don't want
Perfect.
That loves more than a grand's worth.
Perfect.
See when I roll through Handsworth, elders see me cross the road, talk to me and it usually goes. We love all your boss up the thing, spread knowledge. Bonfire upon the Babylon College, where I salute ya. You're the future, all the bigger man have time for them youth. What I am saying is that the respect's worth more than a chain on your neck. When it's not that, it's somebody's mum. Say that she feed me to a song, cause you wanna come get his mind out of the slums. Akala is smarter than half of you dumb. Regardless, the bars are retardedly dumb. What the ras and the raw to the part of my lung. Take out a whole click, the chat's doo-doo. Pick up a mic, we can see who's who. I'm firing the booth.
This is serious fire. Akala's serious. Akala's not a joke. Whoa. Damn.
You try wood, chew your flesh and it best tastes quite good. So smart but still move quite hood. See him on the road, don't think that I try should. That's a wise assessment. Kinda like land is a wise investment. Especially land that is recently blessed with in excess of 1 million deaths in the castle you rest in. That's the next thing built on the bones of the flesh of the wretched. Phone you pose it, only protected cause we regret that. Only deceptive things that we like and only reject it when it feels like it's truth with the jesting. So get in with a blessed king whose crown is the rounds that he fought. Therefore you ain't got to deal with the fraud of all these beings of whom I'm bored. My worst, stronger than their best.
Notice that as it was being skipped on, he didn't miss a beat. Didn't miss a beat. Listen. That's proper rhythm.
Only reject it when it feels like it's truth with the jesting. So get in with a blessed king whose crown is the rounds that he fought. Therefore you ain't got to deal with the fraud of all these beings of whom I'm bored. My worst, stronger than their best over alone. Stronger than their flesh, all that they know can't compare to his guests. Usually don't ever dare to spit next. It's clear, the reason's fear. Even the worst MC has ears. Though we can't hear where the beat is. The time is flow with the kick and the snare. They hear me, they know like
you just told. Yeah.
Worst MC has ears, though we can't hear where the beat is. The time is flow with the kick and the snare. They hear me, they know life ain't fair. God bless some and some get air. Like these conscious heads that cry that I get big headed and I don't know why. Cause I've always been this guy. Ever since mum said aim for the sky, I decided that was too low. So I'm astral traveling to another zone. You won't ever get him on the dog on the bone cause
I'm astral traveling to another zone. Okay. Real quick, astral travel is like It's like when you reach that perfect part of your chakra and meditation and you astral project like they do in Doctor Strange. You astral project into the spiritual plane. That's some serious fucking bar heavy shit right there.
Sky, I decided that was too low, so I'm astral traveling to another zone. Ooh. You won't ever get on the dog on the bone, cause I don't ever really want to answer my phone. So when I'm in, it's high vibration. See the future in my meditation. Do a poops, pour libation for all the creeps to get above their station. I placed them in the right placement. That is to say, I erased them. Ain't no one above, no adjacent. Still these mugs, they want to get faced, do but face it. They don't really want to face me. I don't run, so you can't ever chase me. And I've been through things.
I don't run, so you can't ever chase me.
On the pavement, but don't beg roll fame, cause I never made it. My uncles, cousins and friends have done everything that yours have made, but I don't tell their story, I tell mine. That means I'm real and you're fake. With that said, I don't mind a bit of fiction. If you did tell your story well, but your raps are drying in a dead man's top lip after 6 years of living in hell. Meet a nice girl, you just might gel. Might be wifey, you can't quite tell. No, why? Cause the only bitch in the world is a man, and his ego we have is a shell. Mine is harder than my uncle's foot back, who don't even need to wear shoes. He only eats pounded yam and stew with hands like cans on a man. I refuse. Who said mum never raised no fools? Your mum raised you, you're a punk of a plank, a donut, a tool. You make me think the mother nature's cruel. Then I get back and remember, life is a gift even when it don't look like it is. And everybody thinks that they're cold in the booth. Got no sense to show them the truth. Put the pen down, become a spectator. Go get a day job, there is no shame in it. We need doctors and architects.
Yeah. There's no shame in getting a job. There's no shame in becoming a doctor, an architect, a designer. We're on this weird buzz of everyone needs to be something they're not, and in a weird way I think that holds us back completely. It's weird. It's weird. Like it's almost shameful now to have a normal job, but that's just because we're seeing everyone's perfect lives on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. You know, we're seeing perfect versions, tiny parts of people's lives. I don't buy it. You know, there's no shame in doing something normal. There's no shame in doing something you enjoy that's not fucking fame heavy, trying to be something you're not. Don't try to be something you're not. Be true.
No more crap rappers that are past their best. And if the cap fits you, wear it. If it fits your friend, to share it. I know it ain't the role of a parent to take my child's confidence and tear it, but it is my role as a father to show my son about life, and it's harder when you got a dad named Akala. Those are big shoes to fill. Be your own man, have your own plan, your own destiny. Just don't ever mess with me, preferably. Bunny's fools for the treachery, definitely. Those that put us in jeopardy, especially foes that wanna pose next to me. Nobody ain't testing me. It's the versatility that is killing them. So road, but I teach kids William. Listen to my albums.
So road, but I teach kids William. What's he talking about? Shakespeare. Young William. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a Jew. Or that the everlasting had not fixed his cannon 'gainst self-slaughter. How weary. Stale, flat, and unprofitable. No, I'm not going to go on.
Actually write songs, and of course the bars are brilliant. We could do politics, spirituality, or real life or reality. Do this thing here with straight up vanity. Either way, nobody can battle me, much less shackle me. The Maroon, one-man army, an entire platoon. They're like, when he run out of breath soon? How does he do that? Is he human? Look, man, it's the spirit of book, man. Back in the flesh of a terrible crook, man, and all won't like me. Ain't it obvious? I ain't a paedophile, no a colonist. I'm the MC you don't wanna bother with. The gauntlets thrown down, who's crossing it? That's what I thought. You could have your whole life to retort. Still won't think up the things that I thought when I was age 4. Scratched that before I was born. In the room when I was yet to be formed. Before that, in the past incarnation, when I set fire to a fuse plantation. Me and Sam Sharp hid in the cane fields. 2 weeks straight, totally stayed still. With nothing but a blade of scrape. Still grumped on our enemies. What a great kill. Self-defense is not violence, it's common sense. The first law of nature, self-preservation. To let people kill and abuse you, it's just self-hate.
Self-preservation and selfishness is not the same thing. Understand that. It's only through fire we are reborn. After that fire, self-preservation is the way forward, because you came into this bitch alone. You're going out of this bitch alone. Whether you have people on your bedside or not. We all go out alone, we all come in alone. Through fire we are reborn. Like it says on the fucking cross. We can go more into that in the future.
should turn the other cheek. Why? No one ever got the freedom that way. Lies. When the oppressed say an eye for an eye, they talk this crap about the world goes blind. Just don't attack us in the first place, and everything will be just fine. In the meantime, train hard, read enough, stay sharp, and don't diss the sisters of your barmy. You are putting down half your army. Any revolution without the women in the middle is no revolution at all. Trust me, you could be back from all. Women were there, ready to pop tools, but we have become so cowardly that rather than fight back, we attack the only ones that ever had our back. And that is an actual fact. And I ain't saying that I ain't ever done that. I'm just saying that it's time that we done that. So don't put my name in the same sentence as real revolutionaries. I'm offended. Real revolutionaries spend their life engaged in revolutionary acts. And as cold as I am on the mic, thus far, I just rap. With that said, there is no comparison.
This is beautiful. How he's able to just... It's a fake laugh my brother's doing. How he can point that out. He's just a rapper. He's trying to draw attention to it, so maybe down the line it might be because of him revolutionaries exist. Possibly. That's one way to look at it. You know, I see it like that. I see if I can give someone the motivation to change something, my job is done. You know, everything is linear. So at the end of the day, when you do die, everything you've ever done doesn't end with you there, because you taught that to someone, and they will teach that to someone else, and then they will teach that to someone else. It always goes back around. So learn and then teach. Teach what you can anyway.
Too cold for the way that I carry on. These vultures feed off, carry on. Come along now, carry on, carry on. Roll up, two for a pan. One down MCs, I want a whole sound. One your whole clique, I want a whole town. Take a stroll at the speed of sound. Who said the speed of light was the fastest thing? Never knew the speed of darkness. A black hole absorbs all light that it is, so how could light ever get past it? I studied the masters and sages.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm on a whole town, take a stroll at the speed of sound. Who said the speed of light was the fastest thing? Never knew the speed of darkness. A black hole absorbs all light that it is, so how could light ever get past it? I studied the masters and sages, secret teachings of all of the ages. I don't know, I can't explain it, the knowledge ain't mine, no, I radiate it. It's why they write 16 lines, and I write an essay that rhymes. And I never went uni neither, but my mind works just fine. In fact, there's no need to be modest, my mind's a fine instrument. If I'm honest, and I promise that I will show you where the body's at. Burying MCs, am I like a hobby that? And MCs don't bite me, they ain't got the technique to even copy that. I think I've made my point in a manner that is more than adequate. So let's put all the boast to the side. I do know that I'm just challenging this thing. Who knows what is it? Inspiration, the source of the spirit. Not a man in the sky, but a force that animates all things that are living. Dali's brush, Akala's lyrics, some things ain't. I do know that I'm just challenging this thing. Who knows what is it? Inspiration, the source of the spirit. Not a man in the sky, but a force that animates all things that are living. Dali's brush.
Not a man in the sky, but a force that reanimates all life to be living. Yeah. Well, God is used to explain the unexplainable. God is not necessarily a man in the sky. No, God is the energy, is the chakra, is the vibrations. You know, when you feel something good and something is done, when something is done truthfully. See, there's moral dilemmas here. There's the idea of, you know, God itself. As long as you do something that is true and that is truthful, you are good. And as long as it's outwards, it is good. Interesting. What he said there, very smart.
The source of the spirit, not a man in the sky, but a force that animates all things that are living. Yeah. Dali's brush, Akala's lyrics, some things ain't explained by the laws of physics.
Dali's brush.
Cause you've been down in your life, don't mean you ever be on top of it. Cause for this force right here, there ain't one that is equal and opposite.
Give me 2 years, bro. Man,
wow! Akala just killed fire in the booth, man! That is fire!
That was fire. That was fire. Charlie Sloth, that was absolute fire. I'm gonna give that straight again. I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10 because that one didn't have as much content. It did have a lot of content, and I'm sure there's a lot that went over my head, but just in terms of what he brought the first 2 times, the third time lacked a little bit, but still at the same time he taught a lot. So go back, listen to it a couple more times. Maybe you might get it, bro. That was smart. I like that. I like Akala. He's very literate. He's very articulate. Big fan of this. So that was an 8 out of 10. I've been Shay Reacts. You've been somebody. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment and subscribe. Be self, be true, seek truth. I'm gonna coin that one. See you all in the next video.